What's up YouTube? This is your guide on how to get Regirock, Regice, and Reggie Steele and Regigigas all in one video. So firstly, you need to have got the National Pokedex before you try and do this, because you need to get certain items from underneath the ground. And we're also going to be at Regice Park. Now, I'm going to bring these items up here. They're very rare items to get underground. It's the Mysterious Shard. So you can either trade one large Mysterious Shard for one slate, or 3 Mysterious Shards small for 1 slate as well. So you need to farm a lot of them, and it'll take you quite a few hours to actually get these. Now, once you've got enough of them for a slate, you can go in here and talk to this lady here, and you actually get able to buy them off her. So we've got the Discovery Slate. That's the only one that's unlockable at the moment. You need to obviously do the Discovery Slate with the Reggies before you can proceed to the other ones, right? So I'm going to be using my large Mysterious Shards here. I'm going to be buying enough for a shard for each of Regirock, Regice, and Reggie Steele. Regigigas is something else, so we'll be doing that after getting the first 3. Okay, so we're going to buy those. They're going to go in the treasure pocket, and we're going to go into Regice Park, and we're going to go into the little environment for the Reggies. It's actually pretty cool. I was just checking if you could actually buy anything else after, but you cannot proceed until you, obviously with the other legendaries, until you do the Reggies. So, this is pretty easy to find. So you go into Regice Park at the start, you'll go into this room here. It'll bring up like a little cutscene, and you'll see like the pedestals there for the Reggies to sit on, and you'll see like a little slot for the slate to go in. Once again, with Shining Hunting, you want to save beforehand, obviously, and let's go and put the Discovery Slate in here. This is actually a really, really cool section. I've pretty much done nearly all of the legendaries at this point of doing the video, so you'll probably see about probably 4 videos tonight on covering the majority of the legendaries, and then the next day I'll be doing the rest of them. So we're in pure space now, and here's a Regirock just waiting there for you to be called. And yeah, of course, make sure you save beforehand so you can go for the shiny or whatever you want to go for, right? I'll be using just my Honchkrow and some Luxray as well to get these Pokemon down. I just bought a bunch of Ultra Balls, like just get like 99 Ultra Balls or whatever ball you want to use. And then you just want to basically paralyze the Pokemon, put it to sleep, one of those things, and get it down low. Now, I'll be showing you just getting the Pokemon down to the appropriate amount of health and then catching it with a ball. I'm not going to show you the entire, 20 minutes of me throwing balls at it, right? So we got a lot of Pokemon to get through here. The music on this is really, really nice, so I very much like it. Now, Regirock's moveset is Stone Edge, Superpower, Lock On, and Zap Cannon. So it's got, Zap Cannon's quite inaccurate if it doesn't use Lock On before it, which it doesn't a lot of the time. Sometimes it just keeps using Zap Cannon over and over again. In this case, you could probably use a Pokemon, any sort of status move, just get them down to a low amount of health. I just use Honchkrow there just for a little bit of damage. It doesn't really matter. A good Pokemon to swap in here, I was thinking maybe something like Luxray, right? Obviously, Zap Cannon's not going to do anything. You won't get paralyzed. You can also have Thunder Wave on it too, so you could paralyze it as well. And you can do some chip damage with a Discharge or any of your moves. As long as you can put them in the red, you're good to go. Regirock's defenses are very high, so just watch when you use special moves against it. It's not as bulky on that side. Now what I'm thinking about doing here is going for Crunch, because Crunch won't do as much because obviously its defenses are so high, and that is easy enough to put it in the red. Also, it's going to be able to resist those Zap Cannons. Lock On doesn't do anything. If you got Intimidate, it'll drop the power of Stone Edge, and when you use a Superpower, it actually drops its attack, so it'll be getting weaker and weaker and weaker again. Just have a couple of potions in your bag and just heal it up there, and there you go. There's Regirock. That took me about 10 minutes to catch that one round there, and yeah, that's how you get the Regirock. That's going to be put into the box, and now let's go and get the next Reggie. I always like the Reggies. They're really cool Pokemon. You can just send that in your box there. I probably got like a terrible nature. This is for the purpose of this video. I'm going to show you how to capture them, right? I'm going to be going through on another game and going to shiny hunt them and stuff like that. Okay, so now you can see the Regirock is on there. I quickly ducked out here. I had to heal up. Now, if you duck out, you get the statue of the Pokemon. So I got the Regirock. Back in the room now, you can see it's actually on there. And we're going to put the next Discovery Slate in. So what happens here, after you put the Slate on, the next Pokemon sort of appears there. And once you beat it, you get the statue for it, which is pretty cool. So the next Pokemon is going to be Reggie Steele. So Reggie Steele is quite tanky too, so you're going to need quite a decent amount of firepower to get it down to a low amount of health. Now, all these Reggies come at level 72, so make sure you are prepared. Don't come with like a low-level team, otherwise you'll get spanked, trust me. So we're going to start off with Honchkrow again here. We've got Heavy Slam, Superpower, Lock On, and Zap Cannon. So, Luxray, electric-type Pokemon, Luxray is, once again, very good. Even a Steel-type Pokemon, and once it's used the Superpower a couple of times, is quite good as well. But it isn't too hard. You don't even really need to get them down to 1 health. I caught them fine without doing that. Moves like False Swipe won't be so good on Reggie Steele because it'll take a long time to get it down. And also, just be careful because they've only got like a certain amount of PP on their moves. Like Zap Cannon doesn't have a lot, and Superpower doesn't have a lot either. So just bear in mind for these, they're sort of got a limited amount there. This Heavy Slam doesn't really do a lot either. If you've got some Intimidate Pokemon, you could just swap them in over and over again for a couple of times and just do that. So I'm going to get its health down here with Discharge. Discharge is pretty good. My Pokemon around the 60-70 range, so I wasn't doing like huge amounts of damage, but I was doing enough to them. Pretty much you just need to paralyze it. That's all I did. Most of these I just paralyzed and it worked, and I didn't even get them down to like the low amount of health there. So now the thing about this is you can actually take advantage of Reggie Steele using Superpower too. If you've got like a weaker physical move, you can use that and do a little bit more. That's also another way. Its defenses are very, very high, right? So the abilities on these as well, we got the Light Metal on Reggie Steele. On the Regice, we've got Ice Body, and Regirock, we got Sturdy. So you've got the hidden ability there, which is pretty nice. So if you want to go for some specific natures, really nice thing to go for. So throwing the Ultra Ball here, I just use Ultra Balls nearly the whole time here. You can use whatever you like, right? And that is the second Reggie caught, which is Registeel. And we're going to put that in the box along with Regirock caught already. Registeel took me, I don't think this one was pretty fast actually. I think it only took me about 5 minutes to capture this one. So let's send that into the box and let's get our final Reggie before we have to do the Regigigas, which will be in another location. It will be in Snowpoint. So that's the Registeel on the pedestal. You can tell which one's coming next because it goes from left to right. So just look at the statues and you know which one's going to come up next. That'll tell you. In between these, make sure you save as well if you are going for specific natures or shinies and stuff like that. Let's do Regice, right? Now, this one, I think I had the most trouble with, only because it just didn't want to get caught, but that's just all up to luck, right? Now, Regice, as you probably guessed, has got a Ice-type move. So we've got Blizzard, which can be a little bit annoying. Superpower, Lock On, and Zap Cannon. So Superpower doesn't really do a lot, especially on Regice, and Zap Cannon. So once again, I'm going to be paralyzing it. I could have used my Luxray here, and we had the Regice using Lock On here. So I was a little bit worried that Honchkrow was going to go down to Zap Cannon, but I didn't really care because I could just swap in my Luxray here, and just swap it in and take its health down, right? You could actually, I was thinking about some other Pokemon you could use as well. You could use stuff like Breloom or Parasect with Spore. They're other Pokemon you get to, but they are weak to Ice, so you might just want to just use a Pokemon just to get his health down there and just go ahead and catch it. It's not actually, you don't really need to get them on 1 health, right? So we're going to go with Nightshade here. It's always handy to have a fixed damage move, and Zap Cannon's quite low actually, so I could sort of cheese my way through this a little bit, even though I'm having like a Pokemon that's very, very weak to the Regice here. So it only took like 3 Nightshades to get Regice down to where I needed to. I had a lot of misses there too. Sometimes you get misses too if you got high friendship with your Pokemon. Things will happen too, like that. The little love hearts will come up on the screen. It's like the new little mechanic for this, well, not really super new mechanic, but mechanic for this game. And yeah, let's try Ultra Roll here, and that is going to be our final Reggie Corp. There you go. That's how you capture Regirock, Regice, and Reggie Steele. But the video doesn't end there because we need to use all of these Reggies now to get Regigigas. So what you want to do now, after you've got out of here and got your statues, I'll just show you what this looks like. It has like a cool little cutscene here too. So you'll be brought with a cool little cutscene, and you can see all the Reggie statues are there. Looks very, very nice. It's like a little environment from, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do this for him. I'm kind of curious here as well, because you actually can buy that slate again. I don't know why you can buy that slate again for, because it doesn't make sense because you've already done the Reggies, and that's the only slate for them. So I don't know if anyone knows what their answer is at this point in time. It's kind of curious to me that you can still buy that Discovery slate. So you can get your statues on the way out there. I'll actually bring it up here. So we're going to go to Snowpoint City next, right? Because we want Regigigas. So what you need to do, right, after you go here, or before you go, whenever you want to do it, put Regirock, Regice, and Registeel in your actual team, because you need them in your team to be able to access this, this part in the game, right? So you want to head out, straight out, not to the right there like I did. I was like, whoops. And there'll be a lady standing there, right? And she'll stop you from going in, but then someone will walk up and actually let you in. So you need to have beaten the Elite Four too, because it actually refers to Cynthia. And Candace comes up here and says that, and that's going to allow you to go inside the temple here. So there you go. Now we're in Snowpoint Temple. We got a couple of little puzzles in here. They're not super duper hard puzzles. I mean, like, even I was able to solve them within a reasonable amount of time. The last one's a little bit annoying, but for the purpose of this video, I cut out all my failed attempts and run in to get extra items and things like that. There are a couple of items in here. The puzzles are reasonably easy there, so I'm just not going to go ahead and do all the items here. I'm just going to erase through and get to Regigigas. Now, there's a couple of rock smashings in here. It's pretty simple. Like, this isn't too hard. The last room is probably just the hardest bit, but once you sort of figure out where you are, it's not that hard. Just follow exactly what I do. So you just break 2 rocks here. You go across this little part. I was just having a look. I'm like, do I just go across this part to get there? So you go there, and then you go on the rock, and then you go across. Pretty easy, right? The ice things you have no control over. They're just sliding. So there's sliding ice panels there. Okay, so this is the room before Regigigas. So you want to go here, and then you want to go onto that rock there, which brings you to this rock, and down here. And you want to go here, 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 to there, and then you get on this little, I was figuring out, most of the time in these rooms, right, you need to go on these little, see the little spaces that don't have, like, a, ice on them? They're usually clues, like, to where you need to go, right? Okay, so now there's one more room here. This isn't really a puzzle room. This is just like a walking up room. You can get that item too. I'm just not going to get it in this video. And here we're going to get into the Reggie Room. So Regigigas is asleep at the moment, sitting in the middle, and we need to get to him. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to go to the right on this boulder. Yep. And then we're going to go down back at the start because I messed that one up. My bad. So we want to go to this rock again. And then we're going to go all the way down here and all the way down into the corner. I was just getting my bearings at this point. So we're going to want to go start again because that was the wrong way to go. So now we want to go into that. Remember how we got those like blank little slates? That's the way you want to go, right? So then you go here and then you go into another one. So now you know you're on the right path, right? So then from here, you go up on that rock. You go hit this rock here. You hit this little pad here, hit that rock there. And we're sort of going around in circles at the moment. So you can see we're getting very close to being able to get where the Regigigas is. I'm just sort of figuring out where to get to it. And you just go there and you're at Regigigas. So it's pretty simple. I just had to do a few little laps there to get my bearings and figure it out. I'm sure everyone mostly got that on the first go. So once again, it just says, it just talks about having the Reggies, like the body of all the elements there on the Reggies, and then you'll be thrown into a battle of Regigigas. Make sure you save beforehand before clicking on it too, if you want to shiny hunt it or do whatever you want to do there, right? Now, Regigigas is at a high level as well, as you can probably imagine. And yeah, this backgrounds on these look really, really cool. So you got some nice music as well, of course. So we're going to use Honchkrow here. Now, Regigigas got slow start, so it won't be doing a lot of damage for the first 5 turns, but after that, it will be doing a lot. So what you want to do is just paralyze this Pokemon. Nice and easy. It does have Wide Guard too, but Wide Guard doesn't really help it in like this battle at all. So it'll use that a fair bit, but it's kind of like useless. So it's like free real estate for you just to get some damage on it and try and capture it, right? So I swapped out my Honchkrow here. I wanted to do a little bit of damage to it. I couldn't really do anything with Nightshade because it was a normal type Pokemon. I went into Giratina here. A Ghost type Pokemon would be good because obviously it won't be able to hit you there or be able to do too much to you. I'm going to go for Aura Sphere here and drop itself a little bit. Now it has got Heavy Slam and it has got Hammer Arm as well, so it's not going to affect Ghost types. It's quite good. That's probably one of its more stronger moves here. It just kept spamming Wide Guard here over and over again. So we're just going to get itself down into low red and I'm just going to chuck a ball. This time I was actually trying to get it in a Dust Ball. So I thought that'd be cool, and I believe I'd be getting a boost here because it's in like a, I guess like a cave area. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it should be. But anyway, it doesn't really matter with balls and stuff like that. It's all sort of a luck game there whether you can get them. So putting it down to a low man health with Peck there. I think I used Peck once or twice. And I tossed the Ultra Ball at the Regigigas. This one took me a little while. I think it took me about 15 minutes or so. And there we go. The Regigigas has been caught. So there you have it. That is how you go about getting Regirock, Regice, Reggie Steele, and Regigigas. So that's all the Reggies done there. And now, after you've done the 3 Reggies, the initial ones, it'll unlock further slates you can actually purchase in Ramos Park there. And yes, I just used a escape rope to get out of this, so I didn't have to go all the way back there. So it's good to have escape ropes on them. But anyway, people, that's it for today's video. I'll be having probably like 2 or 3 more uploads covering some of the final legendaries that I need to do. I might be able to get them all up by today, or definitely all up by tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it helped you, please drop a like on there, drop a comment, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.